My name is Marcos Orozco, Marcos Orozco. I'm the head custodian at East High School. I started in, I believe it was 1980, and I was here about a year, and then I left. Right away, I knew I made a mistake within a week. And so I went to talk to the custodial manager and said, I made a mistake. Can I get my job back? Well, it's already been filled. So every week I'd go back and talk to him. And, he was a good guy, Don Vaughn. He's long gone now, but treated me well, and we kept in touch and got that call that day, and I've been here ever since. I can tell you who my elementary school custodian was. Both of them, Percy and George. And they just had an impact on my life. Not that I wanted to be a custodian when I was, young or anything, and I didn't think I would be here, but my old boss, Bill Kershaw, these kids came up to him, and he was an older guy, and they gave him a hug. And he said, "Mark, you can't do this. You can't touch these kids." And I said, "Why would I want to, And the years passed by, not many years, and I was a head custodian, and the kids go, "Marcos," because sometimes we're the only positive male role model that they see, especially being Latino too. And so they now fast forward a few years, and Marcos, and hug. Hey guys, how you doing today? How you doing? I'm always shaking hands, and so we have a lot of interaction with the students. The teachers are usually just in their classroom. They only see them for 45 minutes to, it depends if you're in elementary, all day long. Intermediates, I don't know what the time frame is in a period here, almost 2 hours. But we are in the halls, we are in the offices, we are in the classrooms, we are everywhere. And so they recognize us. And so it's like, "Hey, how you doing today, man? How's everything? Make sure you go to class, Education's important." And so, so we do have quite a lot of interaction with the students. Wow, I would say the relationships. Like I say, I didn't have a good role model as a father. Not at all. My father was probably one of the worst fathers you could ask for, and excuse me, one of the and so. It's the relationships that we build, and that's not just myself. That's my whole team and anybody else that works in custodial. I'll give you an example. We were in the drive-through at one of the fast food places. I think it was all Apollo Burger, and this kid comes to. I call them kids because they're so much younger than me. Comes to the window and said, "Marcos." I go, "Yeah." Beacon Heights, right? Because names, I was never been good with names. I still am not good with names. And I said, "Beacon Heights." He goes, "Yeah, and your brother, you had a brother too, right?" I go, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "I own this place." I go, "Good for you." He goes, "Yeah, you were the custodian at Beacon Heights. Are you still a custodian?" I said, "Yes. I'm at this school, whatever school I was at. I don't remember what it was." And we roll out of there, and my wife goes, "Don't you hate that?" And I go, "What, babe?" She said, "He remembered you as being the custodian at Beacon Heights." And I said, "He must have remembered me for a reason." And I think it was a positive reason, because you see how we interacted together, and he remembered me. I said, "That's good. And this is what I do. This is my job. And I take pride in my job, and I love my job." Just because we don't wear suits and a tie, I wear East apparel because I work at East, but it's appearance that sometimes they're like, he's just a custodian, and we're not. We're the community. We're the go-to person. This is my building. This is my job, and I take pride in it. I didn't have a good role model growing up as a father, so there's kids that are in the system here at East, and it's like, "Hey, how you doing? If you need a job, if you need to talk to somebody, I'm here. I understand where you're coming from." And just so, whether they're football players or, athletes or just regular students, academic, kids, whatever they are, we just talk to them. I mean, they see us every day, and so it's like, "How you doing today?" "Yeah, good." "Going to class?" "Yeah." "How are your grades?" "Graduating?" "Yes." "Good." good. So yeah, we're just be all day long interact. If you're going to do a job, do it well. Do it to the best of your ability. Give it 100%. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. And whatever you do, take pride in it. Get an education, and go as far as you can with an education. Maybe if I would have gotten an education, I'd be somewhere else. But this is where I'm supposed to be, and this is where I'm happy, and it works. It works. Yeah.